Ever wonder how those crazy realistic 3D models, like the ones you see for buildings or video games, actually get made?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing what they can do these days.
Well, get ready to dive into the world of CAD lighting. It's like the secret sauce that makes those models pop off the screen.
CAD lighting.
Yep, CAD stands for computer-aided design. It's the tech behind those 3D models you see everywhere.
Oh, right. Okay, I get it. So we're talking about how they use light in those models, right?
Exactly. We're going to break down the four main types of lighting they use in CAD.
Cool. I'm ready to learn something new.
Me too. All right, so first up, we've got volumetric lighting. Imagine a spooky video game, right?
Okay.
You've got light kind of creeping through dusty air. That's what volumetric lighting is all about.
Oh, I see. Like those beams of light you see in a haunted house.
Exactly. It adds so much depth and atmosphere.
That's pretty cool. So how does it actually work?
It's kind of complicated, but basically it simulates how light scatters off particles. Think fog or smoke.
That makes sense. So like in a forest when the sun's shining through the trees.
Yeah, or like stage lights at a concert.
Oh, yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, the light beams. It's all about creating that same effect, but digitally.
So volumetric lighting is all about atmosphere then?
Yeah, but I'm curious, is it always the best choice for that?
Well, it depends. If you want something subtle, like a light mist, maybe not.
So there might be more practical options.
Exactly. Volumetric lighting can be pretty heavy on the computer.
Oh, right. It takes a lot of processing power to make it look right.
Yeah. You have to think about that trade-off.
Okay, so sometimes less is more, I guess. Moving on. Let's talk about directional lighting. It's like the foundation of CAD lighting, right?
You got it. Think of it like sunlight.
Oh, yeah. Makes sense?
Casting those consistent shadows across the scene, really useful for outdoor environments, you know?
Definitely. Like when you're designing a park or something, with long shadows from the trees.
Exactly. But it's not just about sunny days, you know?
I can see that. How so?
Well, you can play with the angle of the light source.
Interesting.
Like a low angle, late in the day, creates those long, dramatic shadows.
Ooh, that'd be cool for like a suspenseful scene.
Right. Now picture a high midday sun. Totally different vibe, right?
Hey, way more cheerful.
It's all about using that light to tell a story, really.
That's so cool. I never thought about it that way.
Yeah.
Okay, so next up we've got spotlighting. It's all about the drama, right?
Oh, yeah. Think stage spotlight.
Like highlighting the star performer.
Exactly. And in CAD, it's about creating that focal point.
So you're using light to draw attention to something specific,
Yeah. Like in a museum scene, you might have a single statue lit up.
making it stand out from everything else.
Exactly. It's a way of guiding the viewer's eye, you know?
So it's not just about making things pretty, it's about conveying information.
That's a good way to put it. It's about using contrast and really making something pop.
Okay, so we've gone from spooky fog to sunny skies to dramatic spotlights. Are you ready for the mind-blowing stuff?
I'm ready. What's next?
It's called image-based lighting.
Image-based lighting. Never heard of that.
It's called IBL for short.
Okay. IBL.
And it's all about creating the most realistic reflections you've ever seen.
Wow. Okay. I'm intrigued.
So imagine you're designing a car.
Okay. Got it.
You want it to look like it's actually reflecting the environment around it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like if it's on a city street, it should reflect the buildings and everything.
Exactly. Well, with IBL, you can actually use a photo of a city street to do that.
What? How is that even possible?
They use these special images, often HDR photos.
HDR, like the ones you take on your phone?
Yeah, kind of. HDR stands for high dynamic range.
Okay, so those HBR photos capture more detail or something.
Exactly. They capture a wider range of light and color.
Okay.
And the software uses that information to figure out how to light the 3D model.
Hold on. So you're telling me they use a photo to create realistic reflections in a 3D model?
Yep. It's pretty wild.
But how does the software know what to reflect?
Think of the HDR image as a 360-degree view of the environment.
I see.
The software looks at every single pixel in that image.
Wow. That's a lot of pixels.
It analyzes the color, the light intensity, everything.
Okay.
And then it uses that information to calculate how the light should bounce off the 3D model.
And that creates the reflection.
This is exactly. It's
Yeah.
like magic, but it's all math and algorithms.
That is pretty mind-blowing.
I know, right? So from spooky volumetric fog to photorealistic car reflections, we've covered a lot of ground today.
That was awesome.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Who knew there was so much to CAD lighting?
Right. It's a whole world unto itself.
Yeah, and it totally changes how we see those 3D models.
Absolutely.
Like, next time I see some crazy realistic image, I'm going to be looking for all these techniques.
I know, me too.
Trying to figure out if they used volumetric lighting or spotlighting or maybe even that IBL thing.
It's like a whole new level of appreciation, right?
Exactly.
Thanks for taking this deep dive with us. We hope you learned a thing or two about CAD lighting, and maybe you'll even start to spot these techniques in the wild.
It's been fun.
I'm glad. Catch you next time.
See ya!